Hey, haven't seen them for a minute. What a sight to behold. Yo, he's gonna kill her.
What is that?
Burn a child. This is why I like Davos.
The Princess Shireen.
Tell him what you did to her.
He truly cared for her. He's a good guy.
Tell him!
You burned her at the stake.
Now it's Stannis' undoing. He fell shortly after that.
You burned a little girl alive!
I only do what my lord commands.
He commands you to burn children. Your lord is evil.
Jon Snow is alive because the Lord willed it.
I loved that girl.
At this point, doesn't
like
matter.
She was my own. She was good, she was kind, and you killed her!
So did her father. So did her mother. Her own blood knew it was the only way.
The only way for what? They all died anyway. And they died because you were wrong. I ask your leave to execute this woman for murder. She admits to the crime.
She's looking up like, don't do that.
I've been ready to die for many years. You know the Great War is still to come. You know the army of the dead will be upon us soon. And you know I can help you win that war.
Ride south today. If you return to the north, I'll have you hanged as a murderer.
He said, I'm not gonna kill you, but get the fuck out.
If you ever come back this way, I will execute you myself.
I'm having the Lord's chamber prepared for you.
Mother and father's room. You should take it.
I'm not a Stark.
You are to
Yeah,
me.
you are.
You told me Lord Baelish sold you to the Boltons.
You did.
And you trust him?
Only a fool would trust Littlefinger.
Look how wise she is
Should
now.
have told you about him. About the Knights of the Vale. I'm sorry.
We need to trust each other. We can't fight a war amongst ourselves.
All they got is each other.
So many enemies now.
Team Stark, man.
John, a raven came from the Citadel. A white raven. Winter is here.
Winter is here.
The last time a Tyrell came to Dawn, he was assassinated.
You have nothing to fear from us, Lady Olenna. The Lannisters have declared war on House Tyrell. We must be allies now, if we wish to survive.
Survival is not what I'm after now.
You're absolutely right.
Revenge.
I chose the wrong words. It is not survival I offer. It is your heart's desire.
And what is my heart's desire?
Varys.
Blood. You have your armies. You have your ships. You have your dragons. Everything you've ever wanted.
6 seasons building up to this.
Anything.
She's just been getting ready, getting prepared to take over.
I had something made for you. I'm not sure if it's right.
Hand of the king? Hand of the queen? I should say. Damn.
Tyrion Lannister. I name you Hand of the Queen.
He earned it. It's a great moment. Back to this old fuck. I swear, this show, like, right when I started feeling good, it gave me something to feel like shit again. Back to this old fuck. I swear, this show, like, right when I started feeling good, it gave me something to feel like shit again. It's the girl that was staring at
Where
me.
are my damn moron sons? Blackwalder and Lothar promised to be here by midday.
They're here, my lord.
Well, what are they doing? Trimming that cunt hairs? Tell them to come here, now.
They're already here, my lord.
Oh! Is that a toe or a thumb?
They weren't easy to carve, especially Blackwalder.
And he ate it?
My name is Arya Stark.
Yes!
I want you to know that the last thing you're ever going to see is a Stark smiling down at you as you die.
Get him! Finally! Savor the moment, Arya. I know I am. Oh, this is beautiful. Arya is such a badass.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm the three-eyed raven now. I have to be ready for this.
Ned! You see what happened to his sister?
Ned? Is that you?
Her on her deathbed. They really cast a good actor to play young Ned.
Get us some water.
No, what did you
Is there a mace there?
Yeah, don't let her suffer.
If Robert finds out, you
A little louder for the people in the back.
you have to protect
You have to protect them.
Promise me.
Wait.
Promise me.
Is that Jon Snow? Is he actually a Stark? Yo, that transition gave me chills. So he was always a Stark. He should have told Kat.
We didn't invade.
My father used to say, we find our true friends on the battlefield.
The Boltons are defeated.
So who's his real
The war
father?
is over. We should ride home and wait out the coming storms.
The war is not over. The true enemy won't wait out the storm. He brings the storm.
Your son was butchered at the Red Wedding, Lord Manderley. But you refused the call.
She's calling them all out. This little badass.
Lord Kerwin, your father was skinned alive by Ramsay Bolton. Still, you refused the call.
But House Mormont remembers. The North remembers.
We know no king, but the king in the North whose name is Stark. I don't care if he's a bastard. Ned Stark's blood runs through his veins. He's my king, from this day until his last day.
Hell yeah.
Lady Mormont speaks harshly.
King of the North.
Truly. My son died for Robb Stark, the young wolf. I didn't think we'd find another king in my lifetime, but I was wrong. Jon Snow avenged the Red Wedding. He is the White Wolf. The king in the North.
We're back in business.
The king in the North!
King of the North. Davos as well. Yeah, this is great to see. Littlefinger's not happy about it. Can we get Arya going home now? I know she still has some people to kill, but I feel like now is a very good time to visit Winterfell. And they're just arriving back. So who's the king now? Is she gonna sit on the throne? She's walking right towards it. Fuck, I thought Khaleesi was gonna be the first official queen to take over and run the show.
I now proclaim Cersei of the House Lannister, first of her name, Queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
Queen Cersei? I don't know if we should be giving her this much power. I mean, she's always been in control from behind the scenes, but to make it official, she looks suited for the role. Like, she looks good up there with the throne behind her, but damn, things have definitely changed.
Long may she reign.
Wow. And it keeps on going. Theon. Wasn't as action-oriented as the last one. Just as good. They've definitely set up a lot of things for season 7. Wow. That's pretty awesome. This is so nuts. Soon to be yours. But how is it gonna work with Jon out there too? And Cersei. Choose your family. I guess that's the way it's always been with the banners, right? Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 10, the Season 6 finale. Let me reposition here. By God, the Winds of Winter. What a crazy ending to the season. These last couple episodes, I feel like these last few episodes have been freaking insane. I can't believe we are where we are in this series, in this show. there is so much to go over. I know I'm going to be forgetting a lot of stuff. You guys are seeing, once again, the hype is real. I'm jumping right into my recap. I do not want to like take any time to just kind of mull things over. I just want to discuss the show. Man, I love Game of Thrones. I don't know what could possibly go wrong from here, why people hate the final season. I'm not going to really focus on that. Don't worry about that. But I just don't know, as of right now, looking at this show from my perspective, where we are, I'm loving all of it. I don't know if people are upset about this finale. I thought it was another great one. But yeah, we're going to go back a little bit. We're going to go back to the start and discuss what went down with the opening trial in King's Landing, because that was freaking insane. And Cersei, right from the get-go, when this episode started, she was just looking over King's Landing, and you knew something was going down with the music playing. Like, it was just building up right from the very get-go, which is freaking crazy. And then Cersei, oh my god, to see where she is now. I just need to say this out loud. Cersei Lannister is now sitting on the throne. If that doesn't sound crazy to you, then I don't know what will. That is freaking nuts. How did we get to this point, guys? Cersei freaking Lannister is now sitting on the throne. And look who's joining me here. You might hear him squeaking a little bit. Ghost, what do you think about Jon Snow taking over? You just wake up, buddy. Jon Snow with Ghost by his side. Freaking incredible. Wow. All right, let's go back to Cersei, because I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, thinking or discussing her being on the throne, but what she did and what she set up this episode. At first, when the Mountain appeared in the doorway of King Tommen, oh my god, King Tommen's dead too. Wow, all right. So when the Mountain appeared in the doorway of King Tommen, my first immediate thought, and you guys will see it in the reaction, or you guys did see it in the reaction, was, holy shit, by taking him out, I guess the trial can't officially take place. That was my immediate thought. I thought she was going to kill off her own son in order to save her own tail, save her own ass. That wasn't the case. What she was actually doing was saving his life. And then all that wildfire, and then those children too. That I still don't know that one guy's name. The crazy doctor, Dr. Frankenstein, basically. Cersei's like henchman, her goon, that one sick bastard that basically saved Jaime's life too after his hand was cut off. But man, and brought back the Mountain as well. You know, this show's freaking crazy. My mind is racing right now, so I do apologize if like my thoughts and speech is sporadic, and plus I'm still a little bit ripped. But either way, there's a lot that went down in regards to that whole scenario. I guess Cersei had it all planned. I don't know when she set up everything, but yeah, she definitely had it all planned out, which was freaking insane. She saved her own son by keeping him back, not letting him go to the trial. I feel bad for Loras kind of, because he had to get tortured before actually getting blown to smithereens, because getting that carved into his skull, oh my god. I feel like that would hurt just a little bit. But going back to Cersei, man, she is freaking ruthless. Initially, I did think that she was going to kill her own son, but no, she saved his life. And then what went down, she killed so many people. I don't even know how many people died from that, but High Sparrow, I'm so glad that he is finally dead as well. I've been wanting to see him die. When he first started taking over, I thought it was kind of cool, like what he was doing, but then, yeah, I feel like he kind of went too far. And even this episode with Marjorie, 1 second, Ghost. All right, he can open the door by himself. I left it open a bit, but even this episode, we saw Marjorie was like the only one that really figured it out at the trial, that something was wrong. By Cersei not being there, she knows the consequences, that she would have to suffer even more. So there's a reason why she decided to not show up to the trial. And then Marjorie, I guess because she actually knew Cersei from before, everyone else pretty much underestimated her. And I feel like the High Sparrow kind of got to the point where he thought, or he figured, where he basically broke her. And I feel like for a little while he kind of did. But even during that entire walk, I think that was last season's Mother's Mercy, last season's season finale. During that walk, even when she was kind of broken, it was hard to see, it was hard to watch. It was freaking brutal, but I feel like the only thing that got her through it, and I did say it back then as well, was her eventual revenge. That was eventually, or that was what was getting her through it, because she knew eventually if she did get through it, she would eventually get revenge. And yeah, we saw it all play out. I did say it at the start of the season as well. Even at the end of last season, I feel like moving forward, I'm pretty sure this is what I predicted, that Cersei and the Lannisters, they're basically just going to take back what is theirs, and that's going to be the theme moving forward. That's kind of what it was. But I did not expect it to go this way. I did not expect going into this episode everything to be blowing up. Ah, my foot. Ghost, don't eat my toe. Freaking ankle biter over here. But yeah, to see her on the throne now, what came of that? R.I.P. Marjorie. Not so much R.I.P. High Sparrow. I was pretty happy to see him go, if I'm being honest, but Marjorie, man, she didn't deserve that. I feel like she didn't even deserve to be on trial at all, or even to be locked away. Like, she didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. Am I wrong in thinking that, or am I just blinded by love? Because much like King Tommen, afterwards, he was so broken that he just basically gave up. And that's another question I have for you guys. Has a king, in regards to the show's history, ever taken himself out, ever killed himself? That completely caught me off guard. I did not see that coming at all. When he walked off screen, and then the window was open, usually I pick up on these things. Then he just walks back in the frame. He didn't even doubt himself. He had already made up his mind at that point, and he just threw himself out of the window, off the ledge. Like, that was freaking brutal. I guess he was truly heartbroken from Marjorie, just like I am, but I'm not going to jump, I promise you guys, so don't worry. I will be back for season 7 with another reaction, but even though my heart is a little bit broken from the loss of Marjorie, I freaking loved her. She was great. I don't know the actress that played her, but major shout out to her. She was great in the role, and honestly, she's gorgeous, so I freaking loved her. But yeah, there's a few other moments I definitely want to discuss, because this episode was kind of up and down in regards to, I'm like super hyped, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Then they start building things back up again, and then I get super hyped again. And it was freaking great to see. The next super hyped moment that I do want to discuss, though, is Arya. Wow, what a badass. Well, she's been a badass forever. I was going to say what a badass she's become, but let's be real here. She's always been a badass in the show. Even going back to season 1, when she was like just fooling around like a tomboy, just even episode 2 when she's like with the sword with what was it, like the butcher's boy or whatever, the one that, and then she eventually, her, and I forget what direwolf was hers. And that's another question I have. The reason, it's kind of random that I'm bringing this up here, but the reason why, I feel like it's always been in the back of my mind, and maybe it's been dealt with already, and I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just forgetting something, but did we ever see whatever actually happened to that direwolf that Arya sent her way? Her direwolf? I don't know if it's ever going to come back or if it's already been dealt with, but I feel like that's one of the few things in the show that has kind of been like a loose end. But I could be wrong about that. If that has already been dealt with in regards to the direwolf being killed, or they talked about it or whatever, then yeah, I'm just completely forgetting that moment. But I feel like that's the one loose end in the show that I don't know will ever get a resolution to, if it hasn't already been resolved. But please let me know, because I always keep on wondering that. I always keep on forgetting to bring that up as well. But yeah, Arya getting her revenge, sneaking in there, and I figured something was up, but I didn't really catch on until it was actually revealed in that final moment, when it was revealed what Mr. Frey, or Lord Frey, or whatever his freaking name was eating his own children in that pie, that Frey sandwich, or that Frey pie. Oh my god, that is so brutal. Ugh, and then I don't even know if it was a thumb or a big toe, but afterwards when it was revealed, and then he realizes that he's eating his own children. Oh man, that was so badass and so sick at the same time on Arya's part, but at the same time, I freaking loved it. And then she slit his throat, letting him suffer, watching him suffer. Oh man, that was so good to see. That was freaking compliments to the chef in regards to that. That was freaking incredible. But Arya, I don't know where she goes from here. I know she was looking at Jaime when he was there earlier in the same room. But I don't think he's on her kill list. I'm pretty sure Cersei is, so I wouldn't be surprised if she goes to King's Landing next, especially with Cersei on the throne. It might be a good time to take her out, but I would really like it if she did stop by Winterfell first and reunite with Sansa. And speaking of Jon Snow, what a reveal we got this episode in regards to him actually being a Stark and the son of Ned's sister. I think it was Ileana or something like that. Apologies if I'm saying her name wrong. We didn't really know the character. I know it's been said a few times, but what a freaking reveal. I did not see that coming in a million years. I always thought that Ned was actually his father. So who was his father then? I might have missed something in regards to that. Who is Jon Snow's father? And if it wasn't said, maybe his father is still out there? That is kind of crazy, but probably not either way. But holy shit. I probably should know who the father was, like who she was with. I know King Robert was in love with her. You guys will let me know. Please let me know, because I'm going to drive myself crazy about that. And I don't want to look up anything, but yo, he was always a Stark. Jon Snow, no longer. No more. Jon freaking Stark. That is incredible. I'm sure somebody else knows aside from Ned, or somebody else knew, but wow, what a revelation. That is so freaking incredible. Then that scene when he was appointed King of the North, I got chills once again, very much like King Rob. Man, that was another feel-good moment. I freaking loved it. You just see Sansa looking on, so proud as well. That warmed my heart. But then you see across the room, she made eye contact with freaking Littlefinger. He's just like scowling over there in the corner. He's not happy about it. He wanted to be the new king, King of the North. No, not going to happen. And then, holy shit, there's so much going on in the show. But I feel like now it's come down to choose your side. There's 3 pieces on the war table pretty much left. I know there's a lot more going on, but 3 main pieces. We got Cersei, who's now the queen of Westeros, I guess, Westeros, and King's Landing. She's officially sitting on the throne. Then we also got Jon Snow / Jon Stark, who is the King of the North. I guess he's coming for the throne as well. And then we also got, finally, Khaleesi making her way over. About dang time. She's been building up. She's been preparing. She's been building her army, and she has basically everything. Like, I feel like she has the strongest army, and she might have the strongest claim to the throne right now, but she's coming. So basically, choose your side. Cersei, Jon Snow, or Khaleesi. But I guess it's always been that way. Like with the families, it's still split up. But now we got kind of different pieces backing different corners as well, because we got Tyrion no longer with the Lannisters or Jaime and Cersei. He's actually he's the official hand of the queen now. That was a pretty cool moment as well with Khaleesi. So he's backing her. We got, I guess for the moment, Littlefinger with Sansa and Jon Snow, and Davos is there. And where the hell is the Fire Priestess going to go? Because she was sent away this episode. Man, there was so much that went down this episode, and I apologize. I know I'm leaving out a lot, but I feel like I kind of touched on the main things. But season 7, they've set up a lot of stuff. I don't know how they could fuck this up. Like, what could possibly go wrong from here? I don't know. Like, I'm racking my brain. Why do people hate... I don't know if season 7 is hated as much as the final season, but why do people hate what's to come? I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out. Season 7 is coming soon, guys. I officially made it through season 6. This was season 6, episode 10, Winds of Winter. What an incredible episode. I freaking loved it. Like, I will say, and I'm pretty sure I did say it earlier this season, but there were a couple slower moments, a couple of slower episodes, but it was all worth it in the end, because season 6, my God, it banged in the end. It was freaking incredible. I still think episode 9, season 6, episode 9 was my favorite. Battle of the Bastards, like, that was one for the record books. That will always go down in history as top 5 episode for me, but this was another great one. I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I don't really have too much more to say. I'm just left with a lot of questions now. Like, they set up a lot of stuff, but now I'm just left with a lot of questions. Like, where is Arya going to go? I know she wants to take out Cersei. I don't know if the Mountain is on a list. Is Cersei the last name on our list? I don't know, like, who else is there. Like, take out Littlefinger while you're at it. Take out the Mountain as well, but unfortunately, Cersei does have some protection with the Mountain still around, so Arya may have to take him out in order to get to her, to get through him, to get to her. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped for what's to come. I'm excited for season 7. I definitely have a lot of questions now moving forward, but there's only one way to answer them, and that's watching the show. I'm freaking pumped, but yeah, this weekend, Peaky Blinders comes back as well, so we'll get that back in the rotation. We got Peaky Blinders, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my reactions, and honestly, guys, I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I've said it before about the reviews and everything and subscribers on the channel, but the ones I do have, the ones I do get, you guys freaking rock. You guys are incredible. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here, for watching this with me, and don't give up on me now, guys. We still got a couple seasons to go, and honestly, when that wraps up, I'm going to do a major vote once again. I'm going to do a poll so you guys can choose the next show for me to watch as well. So hopefully people aren't leaving at certain points or when I do wrap up on the show, because I'm not giving up on things. There's still a lot to go down and a lot more to come for the channel. But yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys, because today took a lot out of me. This season took a lot out of me. Last episode took a lot out of me. But yeah, we got season 6 in the books. We are done with season 6. Season 7, we only have 2 more seasons to go. How freaking crazy is that? I know I'm taking a while with this. I don't know how long, when eventually, or when I did start my Game of Thrones reactions. I think it was around February last year. So if we're not approaching that 1 year mark, we've already hit it. So yeah, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna end it there. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn.